COVID has shown us just how deeply committed Gates Center members are to science and cures. But maybe the real reason we are as successful as we are is because of the incredible humanity and creativity of these people.
Hi everyone, I'm Mark Petrash. I'm Professor of Ophthalmology and Associate Director of the Gates Center. Welcome to the first virtual Charlie's Picnic.
We all pull together to share the message of not only what it means to be a part of Gates, but also what it looks like to be a part of Gates and how it feels to be a part of Gates. So we hope you enjoy this video project and thank you.
I am Val Canto Soler, Director of CellSite. We all at CellSite hope that you and every one of your loved ones is doing well. I'm glad to share with you that everyone in our team and everyone in their families is doing well. These are unique times for all of us, and had to learn how to adjust to many new ways of doing things. We had to get used to holding our research meetings on virtual platforms. At the beginning was a little bit unusual, but I think that we have learned how to make the best out of it. I am very proud of everyone in our team because they really raised to the challenge and worked very hard to make sure that we could continue carrying out the studies that were already ongoing. I'm glad to tell you that the piggies are happy and healthy, and we are actually getting everything ready to do our second round of surgeries in the upcoming few weeks. And now I would like to invite you to take a peek at our cell culture facility. Welcome to our CellSite facility, and here you can see members of our team at work. You can see Hannah and Sylvia. And here is Anne and Kang. And this is just how a regular working day looks like at CellSite around this time. And before saying goodbye, I would like to say thank you. Thank you very much for your invaluable support throughout these 3 years of CellSite. And on behalf of everyone in our team, that we all look forward to an opportunity to welcome you again for a visit at CellSite. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hey, this is Holger Russ. Just a quick thank you for your vision and generosity, Diana and John, for supporting the research. We're still here, but we're now one more. Albert was just born when the pandemic started. Thank you. Bye.
Hi everyone, I'm Bruce Apple. I'm filming this a few miles outside of Grand Lake, which I think is appropriate because I'm certain that every single photo I've ever seen of Charlie Gates has been of him out in the great Colorado outdoors, and I agree that there's really no better place to be. I've been the grateful participant in a number of partnerships with the Gates Center. The first one, I served for about 6 years as the director of the graduate training program of cell biology, stem cells, and development. And through the partnership and investment of the Gates Center, we were able to grow that graduate training program. We have more diverse students, we have more talented students, and we have more successful students now as a result of that investment. The partnership that I'm really excited about right now is that we are working with the Gates Center to build an organoid and tissue modeling program and shared resource, or what I'll call the Organoid Core Facility. So this is important because it is a program that perfectly aligns with the objectives of the Gates Center and complements the work there in order to help us create additional and better models of human disease. And we can use these models, these organoid models, as a better platform to understand the mechanistic basis of human disease, and also as a way to develop more effective therapeutic approaches. And again, just like the training program, I think this is going to have huge dividends for the entire campus for many, many years. So thanks to all of you associated with the Gates Center, and I look forward to meeting with you again in person someday. Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm a graduate student studying developmental ophthalmology.
Thank you.
This year was particularly challenging, as we all know. We all have to deal with the COVID-19 pandemic, and in addition, our center is currently moving from the RC1 building to RC2. I think we really have an amazing team. Everybody worked together. Everybody is very collaborative. I'm so happy that I basically have an opportunity to work with such amazing people. And I really want to say thank to everyone.
I suppose this year's silver lining is stylish masks that our friends can make us.
Because not a lot of people were on campus, the move was really easy to get things over. Once we get everything unpacked and ready to go, we have a new microscope. So we'll be able to get our new research projects up and going and hit the ground running with our wonderful new space. Just having a very good, close community here at the Gates Center has helped us feel connected even though we're apart from everyone. Being able to work from home and do some things like that, I got a little extra time with my newborn, so that was really nice.
The big adjustment we've had to make is trying to figure out how to still get work done, yet never being around one another. I think it's been a Herculean effort, adjusting to Zoom and doing everything online, but kind of got it together now. We're not having to commute every day into work. I've been able to put that into a garden, which is killing it right now. Pretty proud of this garden. A huge shout out to the doctors who are on the front lines, really putting themselves in harm's way. I think that's got to be more stressful than certainly I can imagine, and big thank you to them.
My silver lining was my wedding, which luckily happened before all this chaos ensued. And so in January, I went to my home country, Jamaica, got married with my friends and family, so I was able to have some amount of enjoyment before all this happened.
Ken Lakely here, just enjoying some social distancing after working on my SBIR grant, the preliminary data which were funded and supported by the Gates Grubstake. So thank you so much for your support, and stay safe.
Validus Cellular Therapeutics is developing the world's first antibacterial cell therapy. Dr. Dow used Grubstake Award funding to do some of the proof of concept and mechanistic studies. We'd like to thank everyone at the Gates Biomanufacturing Center, as well as the Gates Frontiers Fund, and especially Diane and John, who have really had a lot of dedication and support for cell therapy development in Colorado.
Hello, I'm Xiaojin Wang, the first Grubstake Fund recipient. The challenge for a nerdy scientist like me is that I have no clue for how to run a biotech for drug development. Thanks for Diane herself and the Gates Center team, particularly Heather Callahan and Tim Gardner, who held my hands to establish Allender Biotechnologies. Allender is developing a protein drug for treatment of excessive inflammation-associated tissue damage and ulcers. Because our first clinical trial will be in cancer patients, we can have a phase 1, phase 2 combo to assess both toxicity and efficacy. I want to thank Diane and John Gates, who are not only the donors, but are mentors and coaches, and adopted me into the Gates family. Islander, the first Gates Center spin-off, would not exist without your personal guidance, the Grubstake Fund, and the Gates Center's infrastructure. The list goes on, and there's no way to put the dollar value on all the priceless gains. I hope the real gains to our patients will not be too far from today.
Quick update from the protein side of Gates Biomanufacturing. Right when COVID hit, right when the quarantine started, we were in the midst of releasing an IND-enabling batch for an Alzheimer's vaccine. We were able to do that with only like a 2-week delay in the midst of all the chaos in late March and early April. Also, we've been able to sign and onboard a new GMP client. We're looking really forward to taking them into the clinic for their traumatic bone injury device in the coming year.
Hi, I'm Carrie, the Director of Supply Chain and Project Management here at GBF. We're currently standing in one of our storage areas where we manage over 800 different part numbers. Over the last year, the Supply Chain Group and Project Management have been very busy establishing and developing our project management and supply chain for the GBF. During COVID, supply chain was on site every day, helping prepare for projects and production for things like CD19 and Dr. Lichty's wound healing project, among others. Right now, the project management team has 8 active projects and is currently onboarding hopefully 3 projects from our pipeline. I just want to take a moment on behalf of supply chain and project management and the whole GBF to say thank you so much for your generous donations. And we would not be here and have accomplished what we have today without your continued support. So thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Tom Flagg, the Vice Chancellor for Research here in the CU Anschutz Medical Campus. Wanted to take a moment to recognize the progress we've made in providing clinical therapy options for our patients through our on-campus manufacturing capacity and abilities. We're delighted to now have an open clinical trial and be actively recruiting patients. I'd like to recognize the wonderful work by the entire team at the GBF in collaboration with our clinical partners and staff at the university. I want to recognize also all those who have supported these efforts, both internally and externally. We're delighted to be at this point and excited about the future holds for these efforts.
Gates Center has allowed us to work from home one day out of the week prior to the whole COVID-19. So we were already used to working from home.
One really happy thing that made things go better was the birth in May of our first grandson. And I can't think of anything that would have been any better to remind us of how important it is to try to craft a future. Above all, I think really it's been my work that has sustained me and the hope that I have in the future that we are trying to create, given all the talent we have around us on our campus and at the Gates Center. One of the things that has really given me a lot of incentive has been being a new co-director of our Gates Summer Internship Program. Hope, of course, is what our theme was for 2019's annual report, and it really is embodied in the aspirations of these students as well as in the work of everybody around us on campus.
Hi, I'm Lori Walker. I'm an associate professor in cardiology. This would have been the 6th year I had a Gates intern in my lab for the summer. And one of the challenges that I've had to face with this move to remote work is staying engaged. Mentorship is very important to me.
I just graduated this past May, and it was difficult to adjust from in-class learning to online learning. And not only that, is I had so many plans after graduation. I was supposed to come to Colorado, so then shifting gears and switching attention to other things and focusing not on the big win, but the micro wins that you can get step by step was, I think, one of my biggest achievements.
There's definitely been a lot of perseverance, but also just perspective of recognizing, okay,
opportunities are gone. Let's shift gears. Let's take a step back. Perseverance is a really great skill and not always like the most fun thing to learn, but I'm grateful for the opportunity to do so.
Once everything went online, it was kind of a test of your willingness to take initiative, I found. When you were going to classes and everything was sort of set in stone for you, you were kind of just following the program. But here, in order to keep up, you had to make sure to ask good questions and you had to make sure to self-initiate. And I think I was able to improve on that skill.
I'm really grateful that I was able to spend a lot more time with my family.
We got to like get a huge focus on like what we can actually control in our lives, take control of our own lives. Like we can become much more successful and like enjoy our lives more, which I realized would never have happened if the COVID pandemic hadn't occurred.
I think like all of us are pretty like high achieving students, and like with that comes a lot of sacrifice, right? And it's nice to have some time to spend on like myself and like feeling good about just being alive in the world, like without school, you know.
I've gotten a lot closer with my family ever since we've been quarantined together.
This year has obviously been really crazy. I have done none of my original plans for this year. But it's actually been a huge blessing for me because I've gotten to spend a lot of time with my little sister and just be goofy with her. I'll be going up to grad school next year, so once that happens, I probably won't get to see her much. So these past few months, just being able to spend time with her during the quarantine and see her and get to see the amazing little lady that she's growing into has been really nice.
I'm really happy I'm here. I'm really happy I'm learning new things every day. And I'm really happy that one day I'm part of the solution to the world's problems.
I think the Gates internships commitment to keeping us engaged with the weekly or even bi-weekly presentations has really given me a way to keep my mind sharp. I'm constantly inspired by everyone's research.
I think this program has helped me in a couple different ways. It provided me with, first of all, greater insight into the different aspects of regenerative medicine, and it exposed me to a wide array of different stem cell related therapies that I was previously not aware of, which was really cool.
It basically allows you to take a look at what different possibilities are and opens more doors for you as well.
I want to thank all of our generous donors for their support of the GSIP program. Without your help, this life-changing experience would not have been possible for the interns who come and study and learn with us. And so thank you very much for your generosity.
Hi, I'm Calla Winchell, a patient of the Gates Foundation. I'm involved with their work on pluripotent stem cells as it regards Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. I'm thrilled to be a part of this wonderful mission, especially because when I was diagnosed about 6 years ago, there was little in the way of treatment options available. I'm thrilled to be a part of changing that for myself and all other EDSers. Thank you again to all involved with the wonderful Gates Foundation. I cannot say how much your work means to me.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, or also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.